After 20 years, Halloween Havoc makes his return to pro wrestling programming on WWE. It was once a WCW pay-per-view event, going back a long time. Now it's an NXT special for the first time this year. And, well, this was an interesting show. We got some interesting matches, a return, and a few nice costumes and some scares. And yeah, NXT Halloween Havoc was a great show. And so, start off, we got Shotzi Blackheart, the host of the show, kicking it off, introducing us to the show. She's basically the host. Every time there's a special match, she tells us before then goes to commercial. We'll get to that. So let's kick off the show. First match, you got the North American Championship title match between the defending champion Damien Priest and Johnny Gargano. And remember, this is a spin the wheel pick match. With Shotzi Blackheart gets to spin the wheel. She spins the wheel. And she spins the wheel. Sorry about that. She spins the wheel, and then we get a Devil's Playground match, which is basically a no disqualification, but you could pin him anywhere. So it's basically a false count area match between these two. Remember, they had a tremendous opening match. It was opening match at TakeOver 31 back earlier in the month. And this is kind of a new match. So can they, or will they be able to? Was they able to live up to the match at TakeOver? Was it better? I would say it was more interesting. It's more creative because they're able to use more of the environment, right? The environment in the match, because since there's no disqualification, Devil Playground is basically no DQ, but false count area anywhere. They use candlesticks. They use, remember, some of the set was, the Halloween Havoc was amazing. I mean, they used candlesticks, and just before that, I remember that when Dragon was coming out, they had a giant pumpkin. You might like this to the pumpkin, basically the deflating the balloon like pumpkin. Remember, he hates wheels, now he hates pumpkins. So this match, candlestick, Damien Priest did a broken arrow move to Johnny Gargano onto the announce table. They battled mostly outside. There's one point where Damien Priest is about to chokeslam Johnny Gargano's back into the steel cage, whatever you want, the steel where the plexiglass is, where the fans are. But Gargano reverses and kind of flatlines like goes like this, pulls up Damien Priest into it. I guess kind of like a flatliner, but not all the way down. They go down the set. Gargano gets scared by a coffin. There's a coffin. There's graveyards, coffin. They go backstage for a bit. Then they go back outside. There's a little small graveyard, and then there's a setting with like a big chair. So I don't know what it was. I thought it reminded me of that character in Dungeon and Doom. I forgot, the Grandmaster, whatever it was. Like it was supposed to be that big, fat guy who's supposed to be controlling Dungeon and Doom. I don't know. Remember back in '95 and the whole Dungeon and Doom against Hulkamania? Yeah. With Kevin Sullivan, the Zodiac, bunch of old WWE guys. Zodiac, Kevin Sullivan, eventually Giant, the Yeti. Oh, we'll talk about that. So we're battling out. Looks like Damien Priest had the upper hand, right? On top of that, but he was going to give him his finishing move. All of a sudden, somebody hits Damien Priest in the back with a steel pipe in a Ghostface-like costume from Scream. We don't know who it was, but from the main event, I think I figured out who it was. So Gargano, what he did, the wheel was there in that same area, that same setting. Gargano kind of did a tornado DDT off the wheel. It was very impressive. And then the Ghostface-like costume, the guy who's over in the Ghostface gave Johnny Gargano a tombstone, not an actual tombstone pile driver. He gave him an actual like fake tombstone, like in a graveyard, and he smashed it over Damien Priest's head, and Damien Priest just fell. He was knocked out unconscious. Gargano slowly climbed down, pinned him 1, 2, 3, and became North American Championship for a second time and first ever 2-time North American Championship. And this is his reaction to winning it. Here's officially winning it, and here's his reaction to winning it. He's happy. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, the husband and the wife are going to be double champion after tonight. So after that, we got Cameron Grimes backstage. He's scared the shit out of his mind. Because he has a match with Dexter Loomis in the House of Terror match, or whatever it was. Billy goes up to him, where are you not in the parking lot? Because there's supposed to be a van waiting for him, and he's scared out of his mind. Like, why can't I have a regular match? Okay. Next, we got Pat McAfee, former Colts punter, come out with Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, who he helped become new NXT Tag Team Champions of last week. Now, he started talking shit about Undisputed Era. He's not obviously over that. He thinks he's better than them. He aligned with these two guys. He was the one who missed. He was the one who paid Ridge Holland, got him that Mercedes. He's the one who paid Ridge Holland to take out Adam Cole at NXT TakeOver. So he put the bounty on Adam Cole with Ridge Holland. Unfortunately, Ridge Holland suffered an injury. I don't think that was planned. Kyle O'Reilly's music hit. He was alone. No Undisputed Era with him. He was alone because they're all taken out, and Adam Cole wasn't. And Adam Cole was taken out at TakeOver, so he wasn't actually at the arena. Some of the other two guys who were taken out last week. So I think this is building up to a storyline. I'll tell you in a bit. A match. So Kyle O'Reilly is a lone wolf in this, and all of a sudden Pete Dunne music hits. He came all the way from England. He's back in the US. I don't know they got him here. He must have pulled some strings because this is seriously dangerous. So you think he's here to help Kyle O'Reilly. He gives him the steel chair. Remember the Seth Rollins turning on the Shield? It was kind of like this. Seth Rollins gave the steel chair to Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Remember? No, he got the steel chair. I don't know if he gave it to him. He got the steel chair because of Evolution. They lost Batista coming out. It was Evolution with Triple H and Orton's coming out. They're getting ready to defend themselves in case those two attack. That's back in 2014. And that's when Seth Rollins turned. So here, Pete Dunne gives by the chair. They go in the ring. And he's here. End result. Kyle O'Reilly goes up. Pete goes up, walks a little bit closer to these three. Then all of a sudden you see Pete Dunne wind up, hit Kyle O'Reilly in the back. And Pete Dunne turns heel. And this makes sense because I just didn't see Pete Dunne teaming up with Undisputed Era. Pete Dunne does the move he does with the guy's arm and hand, on a steel chair. They beat him with a steel chair. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch did the move. And it looks like Pat McAfee is teaming up with the English team of Oney Lorcan, Pete Dunne, and Danny Burch, and obviously Ridge Holland wouldn't have been in it. So it looks like there's a faction led by Pat McAfee. So you see Pat McAfee looking down at him. So what I think is going to happen to the next takeover is going to be Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Oney Lorcan, and Danny Burch teaming up. There's kind of Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roger Strong, and Adam Cole. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 match. That's what's going to eventually happen. So next we have Santos Escobar versus Jake Atlas. This match was okay. Santos got the win. Nothing special. It was a regular match. Like, guys got involved. I like this with the representing Mexican heritage with the Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead with the half face paint and that. Then we finally got to Dexter Loomis, Cameron Grimes. Before this, they did a vignette on two characters. First, Finn Balor. It looks like he's coming back. They did it, so it looks like NXT title's gonna stay on him. So it looks like good. I'm glad the curse. It doesn't seem like the curse is true anymore because it looks like Finn Balor's coming back. So I'll talk about the other vignette about another wrestler later. So we start to get the House of Terror match. So Cameron Grimes, before this match, I like this part. He's outside. There's a van waiting to pick him up. All of a sudden, out of the van, the Freebirds music hits. Michael P.S. Hayes comes out, the leader of the Freebirds, and starts dancing. All right, so let's get to the House of Terror match. So you see Cameron Grimes all scared shit out of his mind, scared shit out of his pants, whatever. It's like he starts talking, he's like, okay. He's making sure we're around, and then passes a tree and you see Dexter Loomis, because Dexter Loomis likes to stalk in the shallows and stuff. Dexter Loomis is in the tree. Then there's the house. Cameron Grimes goes in, looks all scared again, looks around. There's apparently somebody goes in this room. There's apparently somebody in a referee shirt, right? Hey, ref, do you know how you win this match with pin or submission? It's true. He and ref turns around, looks like he's all zombified or something. And then Dexter Loomis shows up. He starts attacking. Cameron Grimes manages to get out of the way. They go into manages to lock himself into a bathroom, but there's a shower there's a shower there, and apparently there's a woman in there. And Cameron Grimes all thinks he's all getting horny, so he starts taking off his shirt, like, oh. And he thinks it's Dexter Loomis' sister. Opens up the shower curtains. It turns out to be like some sort of demon or something. So I'm like, wait, Dexter Loomis is a serial killer and he summons demons? So Dexter Loomis steps behind again. But Cameron Grimes manages to escape. So this match is to be continued because there's a second part to it. So we got Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. I almost said Rena Gonzalez. Two powerful women going at it. This is good. This is a solid match. His entrance is great. This is a great picture here, because there's one spot in the match where they hit each other, like who's the more powerful and strongest. Kind of like in New Japan, you go like this, and the other person goes like that, and you go like this, and like over and over to see who's more powerful, who's stronger, right? Power versus power. And that's what this match is. I actually thought Raquel Gonzalez was going to win here for some reason, but Rhea Ripley did. Raquel Gonzalez is massively strong. I'll give her that. I like that. Back. I don't know if it's a backbreaker, but she pushed Rhea Ripley over her shoulder, kind of like a modified torture rack, I guess. But she doesn't really go like this. She pushes her like this, but she doesn't go like this or anything. But it's powerful. She's done it to Rhea Ripley before. Raquel Gonzalez is much better in the ring. I think Rhea Ripley is a little bit more athletic. I like that spot where Raquel Gonzalez caught Rhea Ripley, who was trying to do a senton, caught her and kind of power bombed her onto the steel. Not the steel kit, the steel meshing, wherever, where the fans are behind the plexiglass. That was great. It was kind of like that was great. Rhea Ripley managed to win, kicked her, and Raquel Gonzalez went like this, setting herself up into the whiptide, and Rhea Ripley got the win. 1, 2, 3. Here's their hand raised. And then I'll tell you a vignette before we get to this. So we got another vignette of Ember Moon. Ember Moon scheduled to take on Dakota Kai next week. And at the end of the show, I'm going to preview 2 matches for next week, and that's one of them. So we get the next this and see okay, but Cameron Grimes back to the arena, Capitol Center, whatever it's called. I'm guessing in this great where he sees a bunch of zombies, wherever, start to crawl at him, chasing him all the way to the ring. There's smoke in the ring, and then you see the demon come up, and Dexter Loomis pops up. There's a point. Cameron Grimes got a little offense, but not much. There's one point where Dexter Loomis, like, Cameron Grimes is, before this, Cameron Grimes like, I'm sorry for everything, begging for his life, like, I'm sorry. There's one point where Dexter Loomis picks up the demon, the sister, I guess, Sister Loomis, and throws her on Cameron Grimes. And then he puts him in that submission move, he chokes her out, Cameron Grimes to sleep. I guess this is considered a match, but there was no bell, there was no referee, so it was more of a cinematic match. Dexter Loomis obviously on top. We knew from the beginning it was going to be on top because there was no chance the way how Cameron Grimes was afraid the whole entire time this thing was going on. You know what? I'm starting to like Cameron Grimes. He has a lot of charisma. He's good where he is. It's good. He's also a good worker in the ring, but he is. The hat, that's so, but everything else, good. So we get a vignette. No, we don't. I mentioned that already. Oh, I can tell you this. Tommaso Ciampa promo backstage says it's basically referring to Dexter, Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream hit Tommaso Ciampa twice with the this cast. Remember how the cast happened because of Kushida. And it's like basically he didn't say shame on hit me once, shame on you. I forgot what he said. The second part wasn't shame on me. I forgot. If somebody can remember what he said the second part, thank you. Comment down below. And next week's gonna be Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. And I like this backstage segment. Hey, look at that. It's the Dexter Loomis stuff. See, there's the Tommaso Ciampa thing. So before this match, I like this backstage segment. It's kind of funny. Drake Maverick's dressed up as Hulk Hogan. And then all of a sudden you see somebody dressed up as not Andre. Big Show the Giant, when he's back in WCW. And then somebody's dressed up at the end, and they kind of double hump. Drake Maverick, remember that time? And if you've watched 95 Halloween Havoc, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And if you're fans of WCW, you know what I mean where that moment was a callback to. And then you see Killing Day dressed up as a Shockmaster. He doesn't trip or anything. He has a Stormtrooper helmet. He doesn't trip. He's like, and Killing Drake Maverick, you're supposed to trip. You're the Shockmaster. That's what he does. Killing Day's not having any. And Drake Maverick takes the helmet. And he trips over Killian Day. And Killian has a chuckle and laugh about it. So now we got to the main event. Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae for the NXT Women's Championship. Alright. So the match was decided by Shotzi Blackheart once again spins the wheel. They would get tables, ladders, and chairs. So this is basically just replacing tables, ladders, and chairs. But they used some scary stuff, some creative stuff. The ladders had orange paint over them. There was this fake body, this body parts, like arms, chopped up arms and legs, whatever. The tables had chalk body layouts. You know, when a crime scene, when there's a dead person, they outline the body, kind of like that, basically on the tables. Io Shirai used the limbs, as I said, the body arm limbs. Candice LeRae used a monitor or something to hit Io Shirai on the announce table. This is a dragon screw with the chair. They use chairs and a lot. Candice LeRae's leg was stuck in the chair, and I guess it's not really a dragon screw, but Io Shirai quickly went down, kind of injuring Candice LeRae. This is the tables here. This is the swinging neck breaker. Candice LeRae did the Io Shirai onto the two tables with the chalk outline, right? And this is the result. What happened was Io Shirai was out, right? This Ghostface, the person dressed up as Ghostface. Now I'm convinced it's Indy Hartwell as Ghostface, but it might be somebody else. Because there's a report because of NXT possible outbreak and somebody might be else and under it. But I'm convinced it's supposed to be Indy Hartwell because she's involved in especially with Candice LeRae. She tries to help Candice LeRae there, but all of a sudden Shotzi Blackheart comes out and gives her kind of electric chair to the Ghostface, whoever it is, onto the steel chairs. And Candice LeRae was kind of out, right? What happened was Io Shirai came out of it. Set up another ladder. Candice LeRae eye gouge Io Shirai down back to the mattress, but then Io Shirai managed to recover from that very quickly and pushed the ladder that Candice LeRae was on, and she fell out of the ring back first onto this ladder. Looks like it killed her. And wow, that's a crazy bump. I know she's done that in the past. She's one of those women in the Indies that is really. It takes massive bumps. I'm not surprised this happened. And Io Shirai pulls down the women's title. I mean, it's NXT champion. So, obviously, I like the show a lot. It felt like a takeover almost. And this show went over an overrun of 8 minutes. It was rumored to go. There was a speculation it was going to go over 8 minutes. And so, before I end this, 2 matches, as I mentioned before, Dakota Kai versus Ember Moon. Next week, Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream next week. So like, comment, subscribe. Down below if you like NXT. Thank you.